Hello everyone, welcome back to Making a Game, but the top comment decides what I add next. The top comment last time comes from Stupid Productions 1047. I am cracking up right now. Add 20 more settings to the settings menu. Seems simple enough, all I have to do is add 20 more settings. So let's go through them, and I'll show you what I've added. The first new thing in the settings menu is the Stay Updated on YouTube button. Clicking it will bring you to my YouTube channel. And yes, I am counting this as one of the 20 settings. It's in the settings menu, so it counts. The next thing is that the settings are now split into categories. There's audio settings, video settings, and gameplay settings. Let's look at the audio settings. Here in the audio settings, we have 3 sliders. One for the master volume of the game, so if I bring this down to 0, the music will get quieter and then stop. There's a sound effects button that will affect sound effects like button clicks. And turning this down will stop those sounds. And then there's a music volume to just turn off the music. And each of these can be muted individually. And this is 6 more settings. The master slider, master mute, sound slider, sound mute, music slider, music mute. That's 6 settings done. So now we're at 7 out of 20. Now let's go into the video settings. This is where most of the features are. The first thing you'll notice is this full screen button. If I click this, I've now exited full screen. You can now shrink down the screen and play it in a window. And you can change the screen size and dimensions however you want. You can make it as tall or as wide, whatever you want to do. And the next thing is a dark mode button. This will just quickly toggle between light and dark mode. And if you have another skin selected, say the Moss Block skin, and I go into the video settings, the dark mode will only affect the default light and default dark backgrounds. So it won't affect whatever other skins you have selected. The next thing here is the number display mode. There's 3 number display modes. There's full, short, and scientific. Full is what you're used to, the full display of numbers. Short will shorten the number. So here the score now says 3.25 million instead of 3295 and then, some other numbers. And scientific, it's what you'd expect. It shows the number in scientific notation. It also does this for the upgrade prices. And next is smooth health bars. This will make it so the health bars of you and the boss during boss fights will either, remain smooth or be not smooth. So if I go in and fight Ouroboros right now, you can see it goes down without any sort of smooth animation. It just ticks down, and my health too goes down immediately without the animation. It's an option, it's there if you want it. Let me go back into full screen real quick. I bet you're probably annoyed with me not being in full screen. Sorry about that. Now let's look at upgrade menu transitions. By default it's set to zoom, which does this squish, it squishes your screen in. And the alternate option I've added here is the slide. So it will just slide your screen to the side rather than squishing it. The next one here is cloak appearance. If you have it set to normal, it will have the normal appearance of using random button skins you have. But if you set it to single skin, then if I go and I fight cloak, it will only use a single skin for all its buttons except for the, ones with the eyes on them. Those still have the cloak appearance. But I guess if you want to fight the boss without hurting your eyeballs, you can have it do this. It's an option. And next up, we have a simple reset equipped skins. So if I select the skin, a background, a font, and I go in here to reset my skins, boom, it'll set them back to the default values. And if you're in dark mode, clicking the reset will keep it in dark mode. And finally, there's a reset all video settings button. This one is pretty simple, it resets all the video settings. And one more thing in the video settings is the screen zoom percent. This can be set anywhere from 10 to 100, and it will just shrink your screen in case you have a monitor that has, zooms in the screen and you can't see the borders. This should help with that. Set to 95, 97, set it all the way down to 50, and the smallest it can go is 10. Now there is one more thing in the video settings, but it might be hard to spot. Do you see it? Do you see it? Did you see it there? There's a secret setting right here at the bottom. You can either try scrolling to get it, or what also works is exiting full screen and squishing down the window so that the scroll bar goes away and it gets shoved up into the viewport. And this setting is called Horse. What does it do? Let me show you. Everything is now horse. Every button has been replaced with a horse. In the settings, it's horse. In the pronoun select menu, it's horse. In the skins, even if you change what skin you have selected, it's always horse. The upgrade menu is horse too. So is the casino. And if I go into cloak, the buttons here are all horses. Even the eyes have horses on them. So yeah, that's horse. The other way you can get it is by trying to just scroll down and click it before it zooms back up. There we go. So yeah, that's a bit of a fun setting. Hopefully it's not too obvious, I just ran out of ideas. And next up we've got gameplay settings. There's a few of these. There's the reset all tutorials and skip all tutorials. They were there before, but I've moved them into this menu. And there's also a casino animation speed. You can set it to normal, or you can make it fast. If I make it fast, now the casino animation is a lot faster, and you can gamble a lot faster. And the other new setting in the gameplay settings is the delete all save data setting. If you click this, a pop-up will appear. Delete all save data, you cannot undo this. I tried to make it really hard to accidentally reset all your data. There's this huge cancel button, and then a bit smaller down at the bottom is the delete all save data button. If you click cancel, nothing will happen. But if I click delete all save data, now all my save data is gone. I'm back at the start of the game, clicking the buttons. And now the final and 20th setting here is the view statistics button. This is a setting on its own because it doesn't open up another menu of settings. And this will just show all your stats in a nice, easy to see place. You got our score from each button, our orbs, our energy, our maximum energy, power up rocks, daily clicks remaining, maximum daily clicks, click multiplier, and number of times you defeated each boss, and also your pronouns. And that is all for this update. I hope these settings improve the game. Seems like some of this stuff will be very useful, and I hope the other ones just lead to a better gameplay experience. If you have any suggestions for how else to make the game better, leave them in the comments below. The comment that gets the most likes will decide what I add in the next video. Be sure to like other people's comments, and maybe like the video. I'll see you then.